Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is SkyTech Digital. Now in today's video I'm going to show you how you can be able to convert your blog page to a customized blog page. So let's say you have this website, beautiful website over here, okay, and then you have a blog page like this, okay, and then you want to customize it or change it so that it will be very nice, so that you can have a page something like this, okay, something like this to showcase your design skills and other stuff on your page, okay, so that when people come to your website, they are not going to see this old kind of like blog page, okay, but you have done it in such a way that it displays how you want it, okay. So as you can see, very beautiful design over here, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how you can be able to do this particular page, okay, customize blog page, so that people can be able to know that you are a good web designer, or you can even use it in your web design, different web design projects that you are building on it. So I'm not going to waste much time. Now what we're going to do is we want to create a custom blog page like this, okay. So to do that, I'm going to go to my dashboard over here. So this is this is my dashboard, as you can see. Now what you need is you need to make sure that you have Elementor installed, and then also you have another plugin that supports Elementor, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to plugins over here. Now of course I've gone ahead to install those two plugins, okay. So what we're going to do is just click on add new, okay, and then search for Elementor, okay, because we are going to use this plugin, okay. Now after installing Elementor, we're going to install this particular plugin also, okay. So premium add-ons for Elementor. Now this one help us to show our blog posts, grade, mega menu and other stuff, okay. So particularly we are interested in the blog post grid, okay. So what we're going to do is just install this one and this one, okay. Now after installing this one and this one, now of course you still will have your normal blog page, all right, but you have to create a page and then name that page as your blog post, as your blog post page. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to pages over here, and then we're going to click on add new, okay. Just click on add new. Now just customize the page, okay, as your page, as your blog page. So what you're going to do is just name the page as maybe blog, or maybe blog post. Let me say I'll just name it blog post, okay. So this is my blog page, and then I'm going to click on publish over here to publish the page. Now I'll click on this blue button to edit the page with Elementor. Now, so for those of you who don't know what Elementor is just a page builder, okay, a website page builder. Now it helps us to build our website from scratch without adding any code. It also helps us to build pages by pages, okay. So as you can see, websites are all about web pages. So Elementor will help you to design your website without touching any single line of code, which is what we the web designers without coding, what we want, okay. So what we are interested in is not really touching codes, but then designing it from scratch the way we want it. So now that we have this particular Elementor installed, and then we are over here, now what we're going to do is we're going to click on this plus icon over here, and then we're going to click on the first one, okay, which is the single column structure, okay. We're going to click on it. Now after clicking on it, now come here and then make it full width, okay. Now over here you see the height over here, make the height minimum height or min height, okay. Now don't worry about it. Now you can set up your height the way you want it, okay, but this is just a simple hero session that we want to create, just like this one, okay. Now as you can see over here, we cannot see our menu and then our header over here, because the menu is what, a transparent menu. Okay, so you can't see it unless you add something to the background. So if I go to so I'm going to leave it to, let's say, 300. Now if I go to style over here, and then I want to add a background to it. So let's say I click on this classic type, okay, background type, and then I add a color. Let's say I want to add, you see that the menu is now what is showcasing over here. Okay, so the menu items, you can see the header, just because the header was what, a transparent what header. Okay, now of course we're going to what erase it. We don't want to use what color, we want to use a photo. Okay, so what we're going to do is click on the plus icon to direct you to the what, to select the photo that you want. Now we want to use this photo over here, and then we click on insert media. Of course you can use your own what kind of what photo. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the layout over here, and then still increase this one to what, to 400, so that I'm going to get a bit of space over here. So now that I have this one done, now I'm going to click on the plus over here, and then drag in a heading widget over here. Okay, so Elementor is just a drag and drop. Okay, and then I'll say this one is what, our blog. Okay, now I'm going to align it in the middle, so center, I'll center it over here, and then I'll go to click on this one which says what, style, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the text color. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and then change the text color to white. Okay, so that it will showcase. Now of course with the this one, I want to add a little bit of what background overlay to it. So I'm going to go over here. As you can see, I want to click on the 6 dots in the middle over here, but I can't. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to come down over here and then click on the navigator over here, and then I'll click on this session. Okay, now it is what, the whole session is what selected. So as you can see, I can now click on what, this edit button over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to style over here, and then the background that we gave, I want to give overlay. Okay, so I'll go over here, and then with this one I'm going to give a classic, and this time around I'm going to give a black overlay. Okay, so now I have the overlay, but the opacity is too much for me, so I'm going to reduce it to what, to 4. Okay, so which is what, quite okay. So now that I have this one, I'm going to delete this one. Now I want to what, just type in this one over here. Okay, so read all the latest digital marketing tips. So I'm going to type in this one. So I'm going to go back over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this 9 dots over here, the grip icon over here, and I'm going to drag in this one over here. Okay, so it is just as simple as that. Then I will delete all this one from it, and then paste in the new one that or type in what I want to type in. Now you cannot see it clearly because the color is different, but I'll go to style over here, and then position it or align it in center, and then change the color to white. Okay, so as you can see, you can now have a good look at it. Okay, now I'll go to advanced over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlink this one. Okay, and then give this one a negative margin of 20. Okay, so as you can see, I have that kind of negative margin over here, but then it is not working the way I want it. Okay, so what I want is I'm going to click on this edit heading over here, because there's too much space over here for me. I do not want it, so I'm going to click on this edit heading over here, and then I'll go to advanced over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlink this one, and then give this one a negative margin of 20. Okay, or let me give it a bottom rather, 20. So as you can see, it is now the way I want it. So now that I have it like this, now if the 20 is not too good, I can give it like a 40. Okay, depending on how you want it. So now that I have it like this, I'm going to just let me make it 20. I'm going to click on save, update over here, this green button over here. Click on update. Now I think I'm okay. My hero session is quite okay for me. Now I'm going to click on this add session over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one, as you can see over here, and then now I'm going to give it I'll go to advanced. I'll give it top and bottom margin of 90. okay, so that there's going to be a space over here and then a space at the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm still going to click over here, and then I will search for what? Blog. Okay, so when you search for blog, you're going to find this PA, okay, this pencil or pen icon over here with the blog written on it and then with PA on it. Okay, PA means what? The premium add-on that we installed. Now drag this one to this place, just drag it to this place. Okay, drag it in the middle. Now what it's going to do is going to pull all your all your how do you call it, all your blog post onto here, okay, with the default settings that they've set it up. Okay, so we have all our blog post over here, but we want it to be to be like this, okay, not just like this one. So what we're going to do is of course we can change the skin, we can change we can do the query, we can do a whole lot of things over here, even with a featured image, everything that we want to do, we can do it over here. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'll keep the 4 per page, and then I will change this one to to cards. Okay, I want it to be in a cards kind of like format. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'll come over here to let's say the query. So where do you want the source to be from? You can you can decide to pick. So if you want it to be from pages, you can you can pick it, and then we'll pick all your your pages. Okay, if you want it to be from from landing pages, from templates and other stuff, you can but we're gonna pick it from from post. Okay, so now that we have this one, now what we're going to do is we will we will forget about all these settings over here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go down to featured image over here. Okay, now instead of the full image, I want to make it this 300 by 300. Okay, which is quite okay for me. Now with the effect, you can you can choose any effect that you want. Okay, of course you can go in and choose anything that you want. Okay, so if it is diagonal that you want, so if you hover on it, as you can see, there is some kind of nice effect on it. Okay, so this one, zoom in, zoom out, gray, and all those things, you can decide to choose in it, but I'm gonna leave it as it is. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the display options. So over here, how do you want the header and other things to display? Okay, so the columns, okay, the column spacing, if you want maybe you want it to be 10, you can you can give it a 10. This one also a 10, you can give it the row, you see, as you can see. So let's say I want the spacing to be, let's say 20, oh, not 200, 20. Okay, and this one also 20. Okay, so some kind of spacing within it. Okay, and that is it. Now let's go to the post options. Okay, so with this one also, if you want the alignment however you want it, okay, if you want it to align anyhow you want it, you can but I'm going to leave it to the left align. Now let's go to the post options. Okay, so the display over here, so this one, which is this one, okay, the show author image, I'm going to remove this one over there, so I don't want to show it. Okay, so let's go to the post options. So the post options also, you can decide to show post accept or not. Okay, so it depends on on you. So the post content accept, you can decide to show it or do not show it, and then even when you want to show it, you can decide to show the length that you want to show it. Okay, and then the outer meta. Okay, so that is this one guy over here, so I want to remove it. I don't want people to know that this person wrote it or this person wrote it. And then also the date meta, which is this one, if you want to remove the date, but I'm just going to keep it over there. Category, I will keep it over there, and then the meta, comment meta, I'll remove it. Okay, I'll remove that one also over there. So I'm just going to have these two two things over here. Now I'll go to advanced settings. So if there are things I want to change, I'll change it. So let's say links in a new tab. So I'm going to say no, do not link it in a new tab. I just want it to be in this tab. Okay, now the carousel, if you want to enable carousel also, you can decide to enable it. So as you can see, it's gonna be this way. Okay, So I just want to ignore it and then make it as it is right now. And then pagination is very important, because we're going to create this one as as a blog page. Then people will have to be able to go through all the different posts, okay, just by clicking 1, 2, 3. So we want to give it pages, okay. So we want to say yes, we want pagination. Then the limit is page limit is 5. So basically you can choose any page limit that you want. So as you can see, this is a pagination, okay, and that is it. So basically I think now with the pagination also, you can align it in the middle, wherever you want to align it. And then also with the post option, you can even use the load more and other stuff. Is it? Yeah. Oh, okay, guys. So as you can see over here, we have load more post on scroll. Okay, so if you want people to scroll and then the post will be loading, you can you can on this one, okay, say you can just keep it as yet. So the more people scroll, the page, the post will be will be loading, okay. So I want to keep it off, and then I'll come to the pagination over here, and I'll keep this one on rather, okay. So this one is good for me. So now I think the basic settings, we've done all the basic settings. Now the next one that we have to do is to check. So I'm going to click on update over here, and then we are going to go to style, okay. So now let's go to style, and then we're going to style it, okay. So I'm going to leave the image as it is. Now with the title also, you can decide to change the title. I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to go to the meta, okay. So with this meta data, so I want the metadata color to be black, okay, yeah. And then I want the links hover to be the kind of color that we are working with, okay. So as you can see, the website color is just like this one in blue, okay. So orange and then blue. So I'm going to leave this one as it is, okay. So let me just keep it like FF80, okay. So FF800, is it FFF800? Okay, yeah, FF8000, okay. So this one is what we're gonna use, okay. So we can copy this one. So we can copy this one, and then just leave it as it is. And then now we can come to the content box, okay. So with the content box, that is where this one is in it, okay. So this is the content, okay, and the box itself. So as you can see, when I hover on this one, it changes to the color that we want. So this is the content box, okay. So with the background, we're gonna change it to all white, okay. We're gonna change the background to all white, and then that is all. So with the content itself, we want to change it to black, okay, so that it will be it will be black. And then let's go to the box itself, okay. So with the box, you see that the box have this color, grayish color. So we want to change this color to this color, okay, so that we're gonna have that kind of design feel for us, okay. So now that we have this one done, I think it's good to go, okay. So now I think everything is fine, everything is good. Now of course you can decide to do whatever you want to do. So let's say you want a box shadow, okay. You can create that kind of a box shadow fill for it, okay. So now if you look at the box shadow, this is how it's going to it's going to be like, okay. So making it very nice and very sleek, okay. So if maybe the box shadow is too much, you can just reduce its spread, okay. You can just reduce the spread. So let's say the spread, we want to reduce it to, let's say, -10, or maybe -2, okay. So let's say we want it to be -2. Now if you want to blur it, you can blur. If you want to reduce the blurrish to you can reduce it. So let's say we want to reduce it to 10. Okay, so that is what quite okay. So now, as you can see, we have this kind of this kind of and very nice cards over here with a very nice design. Okay, so basically that is it. Now if everything is okay for you, you can decide to just click on updates, and then you are good to go. So as you can see, we have everything successfully done. Now we can go and then view our page. Okay, so if you view our page, this is how the page is going to be like. This is how the page is going to be like. Okay, so as you can see, a very nice page over here with some kind of pagination for us over here. We can go to the next page and the next page and the next page. Okay, so this is the next page for us. Okay, now because the pictures are not the same, that is how it is behaving this way. If all the pictures are one, they are the same, everything, the colors, everything will be perfect for you. Okay, so guys, this is it. Now how do we showcase this one on our page over here, or on our header menu over here? Now let's go to the dashboard and go to menus. Okay, so I'm going to go to menus straight away. Now over here, this is the normal blog post. Okay, this is what shows the blog post, and then this is the blog post that we designed. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one and then click add to menu, and then I'm going to position this one over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this one, and then change the name of this one over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I just change the name, and then all what I do is click on save. So as you can see, it is done. Now if I go back over here, and then let me just click on let me go to the home page and then refresh this page, and then click on the blog over here. So as you can see, it's going to show us our blog page that we designed. Okay, and that is how you can be able to design a custom blog page for your website. Thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Okay, please do like and subscribe to the video. It helps us a lot to motivate us to create more of these videos for you. Please share the video and come back again to watch more videos from Kitech Digital. Thank you. Bye bye.